Alright chaps, here we are today, Southampton Steelworks, also known as West Quay. And here we go, a Daikin unit's conking out on error code E3, which is high pressure switch activated, referring to wiring diagram. High pressure switch is activated for some reason. The guy sent me a video of it, and looks like it had non-condensables, but that's a little imparting of my knowledge on standing pressure. What is standing pressure? Anything that's with refrigerant in, as long as you got enough of, it's not completely empty, but if you put refrigerant into a system, you'll get it up to a certain pressure, then you can keep putting it in, but the pressure won't really rise anymore, because what you're putting in is a vapor, let's say, is then turning into a liquid. So the liquid sits on the bottom, vapor on top, and you're just filling up the liquid, smaller bit of vapor, until you fill up all the vapor and you're pumping liquid in, then it'll go up. But that's an extreme case. But let's explain it by saying, if it's 30 degrees outside, we got a comparator on these gauges. They're for 410A. This is an R32 unit, but the pressure temperature relationship's pretty similar. So if it's 30 degrees outside, you'd expect the pressure to be 255 psi, give or take a thumbnail. You get the idea. 20 degrees, just think where the needle would be, follow it in. So you can think of it as well, when it's running, you have your gauge on the suction pipe. Let's make it easy. Let's say the suction is at 100 psi. That means the refrigerant in the evaporator is changing state at 0 degrees. So I was told 80% of the coil is where it's changing state, going in as a liquid and boiling off to a vapor. 80% of the coil, ideally, it's not short, refrigerant is changing state at 0 degrees. So air is flowing across a 0 degree coil at 20 degrees. It's getting the heat taken out of it and going out at whatever temperature it's going out at. Say 10 degrees less, what you will with thumb. So this little beastie, I've got the gauge on. Don't know if you remember the other video I had where I was prattling about doing the Hitachi inverter. I've lost that meter, annoyingly. Come on, let's get this one going. So on the old backup one, got this off of eBay years ago, still going. So it's 23 degrees out here. All right, 21. 20, stand corrected. You got to take an average of the temperature. You might be freezing cold where the other bit of the system runs through, I don't know, but let's say it's about 20 degrees. So we know that roughly 20 degrees, our standing pressure should be around the 200 psi mark. But look, what rich witchcraft is this? It's way up there. It's on the 40 degree mark. So the refrigerant is telling us it's in a 40 degree environment, which it obviously isn't. It's not that hot. So it's not refrigerant in there, is it? Or it's refrigerant mixed with something else. Maybe it's migrated somewhere and hasn't migrated back, I don't know. So we've got the pre-expansion, as it's called, port there. We've got the suction port, or the hot gas maybe, depending on what mode you're in. We've got this one here. I think it catches as a one-way valve inside. It catches just the other side of that if you want to back it out. I think that's on a discharge pipe. So I tell you what, just to prove the point, we're not we're checking it thoroughly. What we'll do, we'll move the quick release adapter to all three, and hopefully that ain't gonna budge, shall we see. I'm pretty quick at moving these, so don't blink or you'll miss it. Too slow, weren't you? Right, that's wound out. Let's wind it in. See how it changes. Not really. Still the same. Right, let's bosh it on that last one. Stand by. Don't blink. Come on. Boom! She's in. Right, I'll wind that one in. Release the pressure, Prodigy style. All right, no funny business has gone on there. And previously because this is the second video I've done in this, because the first one I mucked it up, didn't I? But I just checked these haven't been wound in, the service valves, and they were cracked in like half a turn, so always wind them out all the way just to help it seal any refrigerant that's trying to lurk through that seal. So we know it isn't 40 degrees. Something's not right with this refrigerant, is it? So what we'll have to do, it's got classed as non-condensables. That's what it's called. It's got, might have refrigerant in there, might have nitrogen, might have air in it, God knows. So we'll have to reclaim it, and I guess pressure test it. If it holds the pressure, then I suppose recharge it, see what happens. How are you going to get non-condensables in there? Someone's left nitrogen. Ah, yes. So what someone might have done is pressure tested it, done whatever they had to do. But on a Daikin, when you vac it out, yes, good point. Good point. You have to vac it from this one as well, because we've all done it. I did it at a hospital in Southampton. Didn't vac it out. Went to run it, and it was conking out on a high pressure switch. What have I done? Looked in a piping diagram, and then I figured out what I'd done. So maybe it hasn't been vacked out from this point as well. Sometime, who knows what's happened. So that's the plan. That is the plan, chaps. Vac it out, recharge it. Hopefully, if it holds a pressure test. Well, it's held this lot. Good job. Right, that's me checking out from Southampton Steelworks. Unfortunately, the seagulls haven't spotted me. Have a good rest of your day.